The Owl House. This season has not been holding back. I'm writing this intro after 10 episodes and so much has happened already. More backstories, development, Luz seeing and talking to her mom, the Day of Unity, it's literally insane. But probably due to the fact that it won't be continuing after season 3, which is the dumbest idea ever, Disney. This is your most popular show. The Owl House is a Disney animated series created by Dana Terrace, who has storyboard credits for Gravity Falls, so I was heavily anticipating this series and learning more about it. If you want to know what The Owl House is about, it's about this young girl who's just super quirky. Everybody's just so tired of her quirkiness. So her mom is planning to send her off to some normal summer camp to teach her about normal things and for her to stop being so quirky. But before she could leave, she got sent into this weird door, being taken to this magical world full of other quirky people just like her. I think the best way to discuss this season will be to talk about it in sections, starting off with the story, then Emperor Bellows, and then in off the sections with a little bit of the collector, you know what I'm saying? The story of this season was a lot more fast-paced than last season. What I praised about last season was that it felt like more of a slice of life that's main focus was to set up the world and then focus on character interactions and how that impacts the world they live in. This season gave us a few episodes of that, but a lot of stuff are being sped through. We don't have a lot of time to follow Emily and Luz to see them grow to the point where they ask each other out, cause they do it immediately. We don't get to see much of Ida trying to overcome the Owl Beast, cause they do the whole strike a deal and become one immediately. We don't get to follow Luz's journey of creating a portal and seeing her mom for the first time that much, because they do it immediately. We also, when Luz saw her mom, got the answer to who's been pretending to be Luz this entire time, which is something that I did not see coming anytime soon. It makes sense that nothing sinister was going on there, because I was wondering who knew about her that would know where she lived and where she came from in order to try and take her out from the inside. But it was none of that at all. It was this demon that's been experimented on in the bowling owls and wants to try and find a place to hide. I want to go back and look at the first episode to see if I can see the character run past him and escape to the human realm, because I don't think they showed us that, probably to make us believe that it was a part of Belos' plan or something. I really enjoyed the episode they gave to show all of us this, but I still think it happens way too fast. Since this season was more story driven, we got less of the slice of life episodes, meaning we spent less time at school and we spent less time with the friends Willow and Gus. Early on during the season, I would have made a complaint that they weren't used enough, but eventually the season found a role for them to be in surrounding the development of Hunter and teaching him how to interact and socialize with people, because that's all he really needs. But the things they did give time to, they did really well. King's story of figuring out who his father is and where he comes from, giving us different twists and turns that, oh, he's a demon, but he doesn't belong to any of these categories. He's one of the Titan Trappers, but things are looking a little too good to be true. Then the reveal happens, and I both saw it coming and didn't see it coming. The fact that King turns out to be what he is makes so much sense that I didn't even think of it. The entire season's story was told by the Clutches that King was going to be something special. He started developing powers, and after the reveal, he started to have these dreams where he was overhearing the Collector talking to Bellows. Now the question comes to mind, I know he's connected to them and how, but why can he overhear them, especially if that was supposed to be the realm his father trapped the Collector in? The other thing that they decided to give a lot of time to was Emperor Bellows and the reveal that they gave him. I both love and dislike how they did his reveal, because it was something that we as an audience knew before the main characters, where I would rather find out at the same time as the main characters. It felt like the writers assumed the audience would probably already figure it out, so they decided to confirm it to the audience that their assumptions were correct first. The only reason that it worked is the thought of how Luz would react when this information was revealed to her. How Luz would react when she finds out that in a way she helped Bellows become the person that he is today. He's a witch hunter, and the Day of Unity is the moment where he will try to take out all of the witches who trapped themselves to a coven. The way the season ended was amazing. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but just know, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. I'm so excited to watch the season 3 premiere after this. I want to talk more about Bellows, so this is where I'm going to say spoilers ahead, so if you watch further, I will spoil Bellows' reveal and potentially the ending afterwards. This season starts off with Luz getting this human journal from the library because it turns out there was once another human who lived here, and it's possible that his journal might have something of him finding out a way back to the human realm. The journal was eaten by a mouse, but lucky her, it was an echo mouse that turns what it ate into some sort of a slideshow, so Luz takes it in, and lucky her again, the human noticed Philip was studying the world and trying to create a portal back to the human realm. Philip's studies fascinated Luz, and she basically became a pseudo-student to the writings. It comes to the point where she learns that there are these time portals and decides to use one of them to talk to Philip personally. While there, Philip manipulated her and Lilith to use them as sacrifices as he tries to find the collector. He succeeds, they didn't die though, and that's when it's revealed to us, not Luz, that Philip is Emperor Bellows. Luz didn't fight out into a hollow mine, which is such a good episode in itself, oh my god. Bellows' motivations throughout all of this has been one of the main questions running through my head while watching this series. Why does he hate wild magic? Why did he decide to become the Emperor? Why is his plan now to kill all the witches? While they did answer the first two with the Day of Unity, we still had no answer to why he wanted to kill all of the witches. Why does he think that when he goes back to the human realm, he will be reveled as a powerful witch hunter? Then it hit me. Witch trials. I'm not going to spoil anything about season 3 episode 1, but that does answer the question that I had there. Let's talk about some obvious real world comparisons. Philip came to the demon realm sometime in the 1600s. You know what was also a huge thing back then? Witch trials, and the most notable one, the Salem witch trials. Since Philip grew up around that time, he was under the impression that all witches were evil and should all be eradicated. I wouldn't be surprised if he burned some himself during his time in the human realm. So now my mind is coming to the conclusion that he was under the impression that if he killed off all of the witches, then went back to the human realm, he would be reveled as a hero. He would want to become the emperor of the human world as well. There's one problem with that plan he's not aware of though. He's been there for literally hundreds of years. Not only is his body deformed and he no longer resembles a human being, but in 2020, which I assume is, the time period that the human realm takes place in, they don't believe in witches or have witch scares anymore. Hell, witchcraft is a very popular thing that many people actually study, so his plan would fail, it just wouldn't work, and he would have killed thousands of witches for no reason. I want to take a brief moment to talk about the Collector, because even though there's not much known about them, their presence changes a whole lot about this series. They never necessarily say the Collector is a deity, but I would go on to believe that they are. The Collector is referred to as a child of the stars. They used to freely roam around the realm but was trapped in limbo years ago by a titan for a reason that we aren't aware of currently. They are very powerful, and that is made abundantly clear with how quickly and easily they stopped the draining spell from killing all of the witches off, and from what it seemed like at the end of season 2, rearranged the realm to something of his liking. Their mannerisms are that of a child, very selfish, only motivation is that they want to play fun games and not be bored, which people like the Emperor manipulated, and to be fair, our main cast did as well, but it was for the greater good, and I'm sure King is being forced to play with him or something. I don't have many comparisons to give, but two, and that's Mew from Pokemon and Zeno from Dragon Ball Super. All of these designs and mannerisms are very childlike, and that's not by accident. The character designs are meant to portray innocence or purity because specifically for Zeno and the Collector, they have killed people without a second thought and only to get what they want, which makes for a great dichotomy of evil and abhorrent things being done, while also adding very childlike and innocent and like they did nothing wrong, which makes them some of the most terrifying creatures to imagine. Nothing is evil and nothing is good to them. They are only doing things to benefit their own desires and wants. Overall, this was a fantastic season. I already knew what I was going to be getting in for before I started watching. I already wrote the title of this video being Season 2 is crazy or insane, and that's what it is. It sucks that this was cancelled or stopped after Season 3 because it has so much you can still do with this story, and it probably would have helped this season breathe some because it was non-stop plot development almost. But the quicker pace did make for this season to be more entertaining and harder to put down. I took my time with season 1, but I think I watched this in like 2 to 3 days and I loved every bit of it. Loved the inclusion of Hunter, the development of Willow, Gus, and Amity, Ida finally trying to live with the beast instead of constantly fighting it, and Lilith. I'm gonna be honest guys, I have a little bit of a crush on Lilith because when she came back with that nerdy look, just take me, okay? I'm so sorry. If you are watching this for some reason, I wonder if you should watch The Owl House. Yes, do it. Yes. What are you waiting for? Like, I'm not gonna force you to, but come on, all the cool people are doing it. Why would you not do it? You won't be disappointed. But yeah, that's basically it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about season 2 as a whole, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Hopefully with another Halloween banger, but if not, this is a great, video for October. Yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.